I don't know if you can see all these birds hanging out. They're just hanging out. More of them just hanging out. This is the bird hangout day. Okay, people think I'm crazy because I'm always looking at the sky. I'm always looking at cloud formation. Well, I knew it was coming. In fact, the next couple of days we're going to see rain. It poured like this last night when I was working in the store. So, I got my washing. So hopefully it will calm down before I go put it in the dryer. That's about it. I was going to empty the garbage, but it will have to wait for me, right? When I was coming back from the beach, I stopped someplace for lunch. I wanted to try, but I did a walk around a little mall, and there was a thrift shop. And it's easy to miss. It was on the side. So I went in. Guess what I found? I needed like a little bit of a lightweight robe, a summer robe. I had a black one, but I found this. It's the tag says Staves Bridal. It was only $3. Can you beat that? And this purse. Only $3. I saw a similar one in the store last night when I worked, and let me tell you, it was over 10 times that amount, and that's on sale. As soon as I saw this purse, I said, hey, I was looking at something like this last night. So I have a new purse. I really have to shop more thrift shops. Well, now I found that one. It will be great. So close. Hey, it's Trisha Knitting Lady, and you know when it's the speaking part of the video, I always mess up. So this is take 2. It was too long. What's the other stuff I want to include? I don't want to bore you to death. I wanted to show you this. I made this from the baby velvet yarn. I just made a large lapkin. I still haven't finished all the yarn. I'll make something else with it. It's just a nice big granny square. That's my go-to pattern because it's almost mindless, those go-to granny squares. You just, you know, you can almost do it blindfolded. Well, not quite, but so I'm crocheting a towel, and I still have to finish my top and my other sweater. I'm just so beat from work half the time. And I was going to continue working in the store and still do the tax work, and I have decided not to. They want to keep me on, but I'm going to tell them I can't do it. And very good reason. My feet are killing me. My back is killing me. I can't physically do it. And I think I'm going to call it quits with retail. The one thing I don't like about retail, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. In fact, I know I'm not the only one, because we were talking about this last night. I did work last night. They had the store open till late. It was a waste. Hardly anybody came in. But, you know, you never know what your hours are going to be. It changes all the time. And you can't plan. I can't have that. At least with the tax work, the company I work for, I have my set hours. I choose my own hours, and they stay that way. And maybe a few times you work extra hours, but then again, you choose your own hours. They don't choose the hours for you. So that goes along with this theme, or I read from the Daily Book of Positive Quotations once in a while, And for today, it's called Enjoying the Detour. And the quote is by Anonymous. The really happy person is the one who can enjoy the scenery on a detour. I guess I'm a really happy person because sometimes on a detour, you can really see things you wouldn't see, you know, if you're off the highway especially. Anyway, oops, we've run into a detour on our way to where we had planned to go. We thought we were going to law school, culinary school, or on a trip to Europe. But something happened, and now we find ourselves working and living in places we never dreamed of. Maybe someone close to us needed our help. Maybe our finances didn't work out the way we hoped. Maybe we unexpectedly fell in love. We can sigh over the plans that went awry, or we can be pleased about landing right where we are. Maybe we'll get back to those original plans, and maybe not. Whatever we do, we're going to be happy. And the quote of the day is, I won't cry over what seemed to be missing opportunities. I'll value the opportunities I have instead. And I remember my plan was always go to law school, and things kept getting in the way. Well, I did get into taxes, and I did get in, you have to study a lot of tax law. And I remember when I was going for my master's degree, I did all my research at the law library because it was all tax law. And a couple years ago, I really thought seriously about going to law school. And I looked into it, and it would be extremely expensive. So I'd really be putting myself into a lot of debt. And the more I thought about it, I said, I'm not thrilled about the tax stuff like I used to be. I find it very boring. I only do it because the money is decent. And it's always good to have that extra money. I can travel a little bit more, etc. And I still have moving costs I have to pay off. Like everybody else, I find great ways to spend money. And I'm careful with money, but still. But I'm not thrilled about it. In fact, the things I would really love to do is the creative side, but you really don't make much money off of it. Retail, I'm giving up on. I can't do it. I really can't. So that's about it. Today is the 7th of September. It's the birthday of Buddy Holly. He was born in 1936 and died in 1959, unfortunately, in that plane crash. Imagine if he lived. He was so talented. And Queen Elizabeth I was born in 1533 and died in 1603, so she lived a good long life, and this would have been her birthday. And what is the biggest national forest in the United States? And that would be in Alaska. No surprise there. The Tongass, Tongass National Forest, and it's in the southeast corner of Alaska. It's south of the British Columbia in Canada. And what was considered in the early 1900s the cockroach of the ocean, doesn't that sound awful? It would be the lobster. Lobster was considered to be poor man's food. It was only served to the servants, and it only became a delicacy with the railroad. The railroad's, built, and it was going cross country. It introduced the lobster as a delicacy, and that's what brought up the price. And you think of lobster as, something. Well, it is more expensive, which is when you think about it. You go to certain areas, and it's so plentiful to get a lobster. I love lobster. That is my favorite food. I could eat lobster almost every day. Just steamed or boiled, with a little butter. That's all I want. And I have no problem cracking it open. To me, I'm a slow eater anyway. I'm one of those people, you keep looking over and go, you're not finished? I have a hard time if I have something to eat, just having a half an hour lunch, because it takes me a half an hour most of the time just eat a certain amount of food. I'm a very slow eater. I became that way because my father was a slow eater, and when he was home, we were not allowed dessert until Dad was finished. So I figured, what's the rush? So I always took my time, because my favorite part of dinner was always dessert. And it's funny, now that I'm pre-diabetic, I really can't have much dessert, maybe some fruit. That's about it. And once in a while, I treat myself to ice cream. But I'm one of those people, I would eat dessert first if I could. But so that's about it. And I hope you enjoy my little visits to the beach. And it hasn't started raining again yet, but they're predicting it will. So take care. I'll see you soon. And I'm going to try to catch up on everybody's video. Bye.